Today, I want to show you an overview of the Ultimate Character Project. First, I want to show a features list and what's the benefits of using the UC project and why you must use the UC in your project. After that, I'll talk about the main parts of the UC project in more detail and give you an overview of how you can set up your characters fully functional in just a few minutes without programming. I think it's very important that you know if you go to make such a system similar to the Ultimate Character Project with these features, you're now watching on your screen how much time and money you must spend. If you go to hire full-time an experienced UE4 programmer that knows every aspect of the Unreal Engine 4, this project needs at least 5 months of development. You need something around 800 hours developing in total. You have to pay something more than 16,000 US dollars. But the price of the Ultimate Character Project is even less than 1% of that amount. Think about this. So if you didn't buy the Ultimate Character Project yet, just go to the Unreal Marketplace and buy it right now. Now let's talk about the UC project. First, I want to introduce the attack tables, actually the most important part of the UC project. As you can see on your screen, there are two folders for AI and the player characters. In the AI folder, you can see 7 tables for different attack types, and in the player folder, you can see 5 tables. Right now, player characters can't use teleport and suicide attacks. For almost all AI tables, you only need to set up base attack info and the distance range that character can perform this attack. But for the player tables, after setting up the base attack info, you can optionally set up UI for the attack to show in the inventory menu, optional section for camera config to set up dynamic camera of the attack, and the last option is for the first person animations if you're going to make this attack available in the first person view too. In the next videos, I'll show more details about setting up the attacks in the tables. So these tables are the starting point of using the UC project to set up your character's attack. Alright, let's go to characters part. As you can see on your screen, these 3 highlighted classes are very important. You must create your character using these classes. For AI characters, you must create 2 classes. One of them is the character class, and the other is AI controller. If you don't know what they are, in brief, the character class is the actual body of the character with physics and the mesh and animations, and the AI controller class is like his brain and memory of the character that controls the body, such as the character seeing or hearing options, like radius of them, and etc. For the player character, you can skip creating the controller class and use the default controller, but for the AI characters, you must create both controller and character classes. If you open the new classes, you'll see some options. I'll show you in the next video on how to set them up in more details. Alright, let's go to weapons part. First, I want to start with bombards. There are so many use cases for the bombarding attacks, using as magic or using as a tower that bombards an area of the field. You can use them for both AI and player characters. I've created some bombarding weapons for you as samples. Let me show you how the Kwang uses the sword bombarding attack. Let's change the default player pawn to the player version of Kwang from game mode class. And let's play. Alright, as you can see, I'm gonna select the bombarding attack from inventory. Now I can select the area I want to bombard. For this example, I just set it to fire 1 bombard item. You can set it to whatever you need, for example, launching 3 swords in 1 attack if the player has enough magic in his inventory. There's so many use cases for the bombarding weapons. I'll show you how to set them up in another video. Alright, next folder is guns. There are 2 types of guns in the UC project. One of them is an instant gun that will hit the target instantly, and the other is a projectile launcher that you can launch anything from small bullets, grenades, arrows, rockets, or maybe a goat. As always, all of them are usable for both AI and player characters. Also, the AI characters can find and pick up ammo boxes and reload their guns if you allow them. This time, let's change the default player pawn to the player version of Wraith. As you can see on your screen now, the character has a gun by default in his hands. You can set the default equipped weapon or attack item, or start the game with empty hands. First, I'm using his rifle, and then let's equip his secret weapon as a secondary weapon. For the secondary equipped item, camera will not change and stays on the main weapon. But if I unequip the main weapon, you can see the secret weapon is the main weapon now, and camera is set to its camera config. Also, you can see on the right bottom corner of the UI the equipped items icon too. Alright, let's go to melee folder. There are so many use cases for melee weapons, like swords, maces, bats, or even stones, and also different kinds of punches, like boxing gloves with different abilities. You can also set a use limit for melee weapons. For example, if you can remember the Last of Us game, I know you can remember, anybody can. There was a limit for using some items like scissors and pipes. Now you can have the same functionality in the UC project. Even you can pick up stones, and after a few times of using, they'll be destroyed. Just set the use count or set them for infinite use. Let me show you a demo from AI Samples. Let's ask to spawn a buggy by touching the button. His default attack is stone. You'll see after a few times of using stone that will be destroyed, and after that, he's trying to punch me. Let's kill this little ugly. Also, before stopping the game, I want to show a quick sample of player-character combo. For combo, the player must hit the fire button while the flashing icon is on the screen to start next attack combo sequence. You can easily set that up and make a challenge for the player to use combo attacks. You can use the combo system for players only using melee weapons, but for the AI, both guns and melee weapons can have combos. Also, combining them is possible for AI. And as always, setup is very easy. I'll show you in the next videos. Don't worry, it's super optimized, and if you don't need combo, your codes are still optimized, just don't add them to your character. Actually, this is a rule for the entire UC project. If you don't want to use a feature, just don't use the variables, and your characters are optimized. Let's wrap the weapons part. All you need in the weapon system is to create a child class from one of these classes for the attack type. Base Bombard BP, Base Melee BP, Gun Instant BP, or Projectile Gun BP, and then set up your configs such as damage, range, effects, and etc. inside your new class. It's super easy. I'll show you in the next videos. Before going to the next part, let me show you a quick video of the blocking system by going to the Narbash room. I forced him to use his throwing attack a few times more to show you the blocking system better. You can also do these kinds of changes for your characters easily. I'll show you later. Also, I set him to launch 2 throwing items on each attack to be more dangerous. You can set whatever you like. Now he's trying to recognize me as an enemy. We can change the recognize time too. Okay, while he's recognizing me, I move the camera a little bit to another side. I want to show you the dynamic camera of blocking system. For this demo, I set the button press only once. As you can see, the player run an animation and try to run from incoming projectiles. For some other types of attack blocking, such as melee attacks, you need to play animations on both attacking and defending characters. These kinds of situations are supported in the UC project too. You can set up this blocking system very quickly and easily. For AI, all you need to do is select the chances of the block for each attack type, and then select the animation you want to play after block. And for the player, also, you'd need to add the option in the attack animations. Also, you can set a counter to check how many times the player pressed the block button and move the threshold to higher values to make blocking harder. For example, pressing the block button 4 times in half a second to block the incoming attack. You can set these values different for each attack from the animation. Alright, the next important folder is the items. In this folder, you can set up special items and also pickups. The first folder is ammo. All you need to do is create a child blueprint from base ammo pickup BP, and then select the guns that can use this ammo. You can select the pickup effect, pickup sound from the menu, and the noise amount will attract near AI characters. Also, from the left panel, you can select a mesh and particle effect for this pickup item while it's on the ground. This setup is similar for all other items too. Next folder is Bombards. These are the pickup items of the Bombards I was shown to you in the weapons section. All you need to do after creating a child blueprint from base Bombard item BP is to select the Bombard class. Next folder is Health. Just create a child blueprint and set how much health this pickup will give to AI or player characters. Next folder is the Summon. This special attack can spawn other AI characters on your side. Also, AI characters can use this item to summon other AI characters on their side as a backup. All you need to do is create a child class from base summon item BP and select the character class to spawn. Next folder is the Throws. In this folder, you can find throwable attack items. For example, Narbash can throw his maces, or the Bomber Boggy can throw TNT, and so on. After creating a new child from base throw item BP, you just need to select the projectile class. These items are usable by both AI and player characters. And the last folder is the Weapon. Everything is similar to other items, and you just need to select the weapon class after creating a child blueprint from base weapon pickup BP. And finally, the last important folder is the Projectiles. In this folder, you can set up projectiles for both projectile weapons and throw attack items. Setup is very simple. All you need is to set mesh, effects, and some other parameters such as speed and max speed, etc. That's it for the overview video. I hope you liked this video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for next videos of the Ultimate Character Project. In the next videos, I'll show you how you can set up your characters from scratch for both AI and player characters in more details and instructions. Thank you and bye!